Hello, my beautiful fragrance family, Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, $40-ish and $100 range. Most of these are way less than that. And a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. And yeah, forgive the battle wound. I haven't converted my religious beliefs. I hate using that word religious, but I digress. So, the fragrance that I have for you today, I have 3 from this line. There's several others. There's a green and a black that I know of. I'm pretty sure that there's some more, but I have the red, white, and blue. So right now, I've done a review on this one. I've given it some more wears since then. So I want to talk about Mustang White. Real simple presentation. This is plastic. It's not leather or anything like that. It's just a little plastic thing. Blank on the back, and these atomizer lids, little detailing up there, is super light. It's sturdy. It's real sturdy, but it's very, very, very light. And the atomizer itself, this thing squirts out practically nothing. But it'll do the job. You just got to give yourself some more sprays, right? So with this one, what you can expect when you get your nose on this first is something along the lines of a, above all, synthetic, creamy, powdery, spicy, citrusy, woody fragrance. Now the woods, let's go over the profile all together. Got the dry down here. Okay, the dry down's a little different than the opening. So the opening, basically, you get some crispness on top of the floral powderiness, and then some creaminess starts to come in. It's the powdery, floral citrus at first. The creaminess starts to come in. Some of the fresh spiciness starts to sparkle in there a little bit. The clary sage and stuff like that. And then the creaminess starts to pick up a little bit. The citruses start to die off, and some of the wood becomes exposed. Now the wood isn't like oak or something like that. It's basically like real light woods. Like if you walk into, I don't mean like a forest, like Lowe's or something like that. You know, like in the lumber section, and they got all that fresh cut like plywood and stuff like that. That, but very, very toned down. It's not dominant in here. It just kind of assists with the floral, powdery, creamy nature of this thing. I think it complements the creamy aspect of this thing quite well. And I think possibly the creaminess is coming from like the tonka bean. I don't really get any kind of vanilla nuance or anything like that, but I do get a hint of that sweetness and creaminess. I think that's probably coming from the tonka bean. The dry down is virtually, it's just creamy, powdery, floral type stuff going on in the dry down, maintaining a little bit of what you got in the opening, but it's more creamy and everything than nothing else in the dry down. So basically, I don't think this is too much more mature or anything like that than it is youthful. I think that any age group could enjoy this. It's kind of like a dressed up teenager fragrance or something like that, if I'm going to be completely honest. It's clean. This is more of a summer, springtime, daytime wear. Even though I'm talking about how creamy and powdery and stuff, it's very clean, like linen, like linen or something like that, dryer sheets, that kind of clean type of a feel, with the creamy, powdery, floral, woody, somewhat spicy thing going on in here. Overall performance is just about average. It's right on that average mark where you're getting 2 to 2.5 hours of a nice little scent bubble, and then it just dies back a little bit, and you know, after about 5 hours it's virtually non-existent. But just dial up the sprays a little bit on this is what I would recommend. It's not loud. If you really overspray, you're really not going to choke anybody out because it's not loud. The strongest part of the projection is maybe 30 minutes, but then it dies back, and it's one of those things where, you know, you make those specific movements or something, and you'll get wafts of yourself, and it'll remind you that you're wearing this. And overall rating, I'll give it a 5.5 because I like the way that it smells. I really like the way that it smells. It's the one to beat. The black and the green, when I smell those, if I decide to get them, this white one is the one to beat, because the blue and the red are like, you can take them or leave them. They're not like bad, but they're not good by any means. They're inoffensive. They're easy to wear. They're if you got any kind of a significant collection whatsoever, if you got 8 fragrances or more, you probably don't need those. You probably got something that smells similar and way better. But this one, kind of has its own little thing going on. I like it. Ooh, just about lost it there. So yeah, it's a daytime casual, leisure, easy, pleasing, synthetic, somewhat sweet, creamy floral, powdery, woody, light woody kind of a fragrance that'll work in a lot of different scenarios. I just don't think it'd be good for like a business meeting or a night or like a date thing or something like that. It's just your casual, dumb reach type of fragrance. And yeah, overall, it's not bad. Not bad whatsoever. So this is the one to beat in the Mustang line. So far, it's the best one that I've smelled out of them. So with that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.